Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here today to share some more altered playing cards, having agreed to participate in Sally Van Nye's altered playing cards challenge. Well, it's not really a challenge, I don't think. I think it's just one of those things that you can pick up and put down if you don't feel you want to alter a whole pack of playing cards. Then do what you like, and as long as Sally knows exactly where you are with it and what you're doing, then I'm sure she'd be quite delighted to have you on board. And the idea is that you decorate a full playing pack of cards, just ordinary playing cards. I shared these last time, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4. Well, I've done a few more because I didn't want to leave them all until the new year to make some more for my collection. And it is purely for your own pleasure. You don't have to send them out to anyone or swap them or anything like that. It's just a great way of using up little bits and bobs left over from other projects. It's great to it's almost like doing a pocket letter on a slightly larger scale. The playing cards I'm using are actually 2¼ by 3½, so it's not far off a pocket letter size. So if you like making pocket letters, then you'd actually find this little challenge quite a nice thing to do. It does kickstart the old creative juices and make you look around for things that you can put on your playing cards without it costing an arm and a leg. So without further ado, I'll share what I've done up until now. What did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Well, I'll have 14 at the end of this little share, and then I can put it away until after Christmas with an easy conscience. These are just digital papers that I'd been working on with other projects. Found these little bits left over, and then on the back I just used up some scraps of this pearlised card and a little die cut. So there is another, and another little piece from exactly the same set. I don't know if I wasn't going to be making a pocket letter with these images because they were all cut to size, but in any event they serve this purpose really, really well. And as long as you score up the polished area of the playing card, I use Yoo-Hoo glue. It's anchored to that very, very nicely. This is another die cut on the back with a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer spray just to tidy it up, and of course I've inked around the edges as we do. So that's those two. I then found another little bit of festive paper that I had lying around from another project. I do like my glitters, so do excuse me if it just makes you feel a little bit squidgy, but I just think it adds a lovely touch to whatever project you're doing. And this was just a piece of leftover papered DSP from a pad that I've had in my stash a long while. I then cut out just one solitary snowflake, and then on the back it's some more DSP with a little bit of Cosmic Shimmer in another colour on the back. Then I was looking through my little bits and pieces and found some papers from Artie Mays left over from my last design project for her, and I thought, right, I'm not going to throw any of this away, I'm going to utilise it, put it on my card. I had yet another little die cut here with a tiny little bird. It just says beautiful day. All of them have got a little something on them, nothing very much, but you know, just something word wise on the card. Again, inked around the edges, very, very straightforward and simple. They don't take a whole lot of time. And then I'm keeping them, as you saw, on this binder ring. I doubt very much whether they'll all fit on here because some of them are dimensional, but I'll just get another one to carry on the trend. And then I was online. I quite often check out Antique Papery or Papery, whatever you like to call the site on Etsy. It's another favourite go-to of mine, and I wanted to make sure that I had things for Halloween for next year, having made a very nice journal with papers from Artie Mays, and I came across this one sheet and just had to have it, and here it is. It's not at all dark in respect of it being scary, but it is very, very lovely. She's used black roses, the fire, the cauldron. Again, I've glittered adventure awaits, and then on the back I've just used a little bit of washi tape. And this paper I actually collected when I was in Malta on holiday with Gary, and we were in this I don't know, cafe, kind of street cafe place, and they had these on the table. So very cheaply I asked if I might have a few sheets. They're all cut to a given size, and they gave me a lovely little handful which I stashed away in my suitcase and brought home. How cheeky was that? But it's worked a treat on the back of the Halloween, excuse the rustling, on the back of the Halloween style cards that I've altered. Here's another one, and it's the spooky house with the black raven, spiders, roses, and a little pumpkin down at the bottom, but I've centered on the bird, free to fly. It's another one, another Halloween, and this has got Halloween written on it in its own right, with the flies, a little spray of buds that have been turned into skulls, which I think is really, really lovely. Clever, clever stuff. The little pumpkin on the bottom and the black rose, and depending upon where you layer up your glitter is what you tend to get the eye drawn to when you do this kind of thing. So it's really, really lovely. I've just put explore here, and clearly this one's been exploring for a long time because he's no longer got his skin coat on, he's down to bone, but he is smiling, so it appealed to me. And then another kind of mean looking pumpkin, but again it's all in good fun. It's not anything. There were 6 images, and I thought, well, rather than waste any, I'll just utilise them all for the purpose of this challenge. And it just, they've all got a little bit of the washi on the back and more of the advertising old style paper. And then the final one is the skeleton with the bats and the little bug there and the smiling little pumpkin at the bottom, and it just says create art, which I hope you feel I'm doing. And clearly again, these could have been used in a pocket letter. You know, all of these things are open to personal interpretation and what you feel you would like to do with them. And when you do a challenge like this where you're already altering a given piece of card or paper, this is such a fun thing to do. And I have to say, I've worked on these this afternoon and had a lovely time just putting them all together. So that takes me up to 14. Only another, I don't know how many to go out of a 52 pack. My maths is gone. So I will love you and leave you there. I might squeeze another film in before Christmas hits us in at full pelt, but if I don't, I would just like to thank all my subscribers for being there, my constants for continually offering very positive support. I'd like to wish you all a wonderful Christmas, whatever that may mean to you, whether it's just spending time with your family or friends, or just quietly having a day thinking about the past and so on. It has to be what makes you happy. And I would also wish you all the very best for 2020, in the hope that whatever you didn't manage to achieve this year, you'll achieve next year. Take care, everyone. Happy crafting. Bye bye for now.